Good day, students! Welcome to Little Sci Teachers. Today, we'll be discussing the last lesson in Quarter 4, which is electricity generation, transmission, and distribution. Do you ever wonder how electricity works or how it is generated and transmitted in our homes? Before we start, make sure to listen well and jot down notes about our lesson. Our learning objectives in this lesson will help us learn how electricity is generated, transmitted, and distributed. Before we start, what is electricity? Electricity is the flow of electrical power or charge. It is both a basic part of nature and one of the most widely used forms of energy. In this modern age, electricity is very vital to mankind. We use electricity to satisfy our needs, such as ironing our clothes, charging our electrical devices, using our gadgets, and so much more. Most of the comfort we feel nowadays is because of electricity. The moment it was discovered, it has helped humanity transform and progress their way with the help of electricity. And as you are watching this video, you are using electricity. But does it ever cross your mind how electricity reaches you from where it came from?
To provide electrical energy, it consists of three processes: generation, transmission, and distribution. You might ask, how is electricity produced? Electricity is generated from a source, specifically the power plants. There are different kinds of power plants depending on the type of resource used for generating power. For example, if you remember our lesson in the third quarter, we discussed geothermal power plants. This power plant is generated through geothermal energy, which is the Earth's internal thermal energy. We also have different kinds of power plants like hydropower plants where it is generated through water, nuclear reactions, burning of fossil fuels, solar thermal power plants, and wind power plants that is generated through windmills.
These power plants are where electricity is generated. Now, let us talk about generation and magnetism. A while ago, we discussed that electricity can be generated from different sources, and these sources need large turbine to be connected to the generator. The generator is a device that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. This device is very important in the process of generating electricity.
How this is possible? This is possible due to the interaction between changing magnetic field and a conductor inside the generator assembly. Remember kids that a magnet at rest and a conductor at rest cannot generate electricity current. Therefore, current is induced by either the movement of the magnet or the conductor. This was found out by Michael Faraday, and he is known for electromagnetic induction. Next is transmission and distribution. Do you know what happens next after electricity is generated? That is correct. Through transmission, after generating the electricity from the power plants, it then flows through large wires to connect the step-up transformer. A step-up transformer raises the voltage as high as 756 volts so it can travel long distances. The electricity current then travels through transmission power lines going to substations where it is lowered by a step-down transformer between 13 kilovolts to 2 kilovolts.
Did you notice that there were two transformers mentioned a while ago? Which is the step-up transformer and the step-down transformer? Before we continue, can you tell me the use of these two transformers? Very good, kids! So from the substations, electricity is now sent to pole transformer or transformer box where it is lowered again for 240 volts to 120 volts. This is now where we see the utility pole that distributes electricity from different homes. We can also manage and overlook how much electricity we've consumed through an electrometer. We can use these meters in our homes. It helps us determine how much we've used electricity.
As you can see in the screen, you'd see how electricity is generated, transmitted, and distributed. Now, we will be talking about consumption and how to solve it. Do you ever check your bills when electricity bills comes? Do you know how much your parents pay when it comes to electricity? Or do you have any idea how companies charge your family to your consumption? Well, it depends on how much electrical you are using.
Before we proceed, it is a must to know how long power is consumed. Aside from that it is important to know how much you've consumed. To get the total energy consumed, we have to multiply the power consumption and the amount of time or the duration used. To simplify, the equation goes E is equal to P times T, where E is the energy used that is in kilowatt hour. P is for power, which is in watt, and T is for time, which is either seconds or hour. The unit of measurement for energy used is kilowatt per hour, which is 1 kilowatt of power for a period of time. So, did you learn something new today? Great job, guys! We've finished all the lessons this quarter.
Before we end, may we answer the following questions first. What is electricity? How is electricity generated? What are the three processes of electrical energy? And lastly, explain the processes of how electrical energy is transferred to our homes. Thank you, students, for listening to us. That's it for today. We hope you guys learned something. Bye-bye!